Wednesdays. It's hard to say what it'll be, but I'm sure we'll find it. Things that are coming up, trip to Italy, week of July 4th. Would love to have you going with me. We actually have a couple spots that just opened up for Morocco. A couple can't go along that was going to go. So if you're adventurous and you're able to just like pick up and go, it's at the end of this month that we're going to Morocco. So love to have you there as well. Our next training starts later in May. We're signing up for that right now, and we've got a great group forming. So if it's something you have a little bit of interest in, I'd happily share with you what it's about. You don't have to want to be a yoga teacher to take the training. All right, let's get started. You know what? Let's do this. Stretch out on your belly the whole way down, prone, all the way on your belly. And you can even put one arm over top of the other one and rest your head on your arm. And close your eyes or open them. It's up to you, whatever feels the best for you. And just while you're here, let yourself start to breathe. Might be easier if you do close your eyes so that you can put all of your attention on your abdomen and just be aware of what it feels like in your belly when you breathe. When you inhale, it's to your advantage that your belly expands. See if you can be aware of that. And then when you exhale, there's a quality of it softening and just pulling away from the floor a little bit, less connected to the floor. Watch for that quality in your body as you inhale and exhale. When we do breathe all day long and in our yoga practice, we are looking to be dynamic in the breath and fill the pit of the belly all the way up, the whole torso, the whole capacity of the lungs expanding, and then relaxing. Feel what you can feel there and train your belly to just expand and relax. A couple more breaths to just get connected to that feeling of what it is for your belly to fill up, your diaphragm to move in such a way that it seems like your belly's filling, but in order to let your lungs fill to their fullest capacity. This is a crocodile breath. When we go to the Himalayan Institute, it's part of how they teach meditation. Then put your hands on the floor under your shoulder, push yourself up and back into child's pose. Maybe fold your arms and put your forehead on your forearms. Connect again with the quality of the crocodile breath. You won't have the floor there to help you feel and experience your belly, but keep that occurring. And then start to create your Ujjayi breath. Take a deep breath in, fill up your belly. Exhale through your mouth. Another time, inhale. Close your mouth. Exhale and still create the sound and the feeling in the back of your throat. Ujjayi breath is a different kind of breath. It's a breath that builds an inner fire. So inhale, pause, exhale, and pause. Ensure that your exhale is just as long as your inhale. Then on your next breath, lift your body up into downward facing dog. So an upside down letter V-shaped body. Walk your hands a little more forward than where they landed and your hands and feet a little more wide. And build your Ujjayi breath now. It's probably not going to be just the breath you want to do or that's comfortable. It's going to take some attention, especially here at first. Create it so that you feel it through your whole body and you hear yourself breathing. And then open up your listening and see if you can become aware of the people around you breathing. The reason we come into the studio to practice, or one of them, is because there's something more powerful about working together. It doesn't mean that you're giving up your own personal practice, but it's that together we create something that's more than just the sum of the parts. Now look forward and step up to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale and lift up halfway. Exhale, hang in ragdoll. Open your feet at least hip width distance and let yourself just hang down and sway from side to side. Now really build your Ujjayi breath. When you inhale, count to 1, 2, 3, and pause. And when you exhale, count to 1, 2, 3, and pause. A couple more. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Bring more attention to the exhales. Breathe in, pause, let me hear you. Exhale, pause. So they can hear you at home, and from home we can hear you. Breathe in, pause, Exhale. One more time, inhale. This time when you exhale, press your feet into the ground, come rolling up to standing. Sweep your arms overhead, look up, breathe in, stretch up, bring your hands to rest in prayer position at the center of your chest. So we're going to chant Om together. And the purpose of it is many things, but today we'll use the purpose of it to link our breathing up together. Take a deep breath in. Notice how that trained our exhales. Inhale, reach up. Fold to the floor as you exhale, long and steady like the Om. Inhale, lift up halfway. High plank to low plank as you exhale. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Just like the Om, exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Deep breath in, long breath out. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Here's the last one. Deep breath in. On the exhale, bend your knees and look, then jump to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Fold on the exhale. Stand up, breathe in, reach for the ceiling, look up, fold to the floor, long and steady movement. Inhale, lift up halfway. Low plank on the exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Work together, 3 breaths. Really put your attention on the exhales. One more time. On the exhale, bend your knees and jump. Inhale, lift up halfway. Fold. Press down, stand up. Inhale, reach. Long, steady exhale, fold. Lift up halfway. Long, steady exhale, chaturanga. This is the tough one to be steady on. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You've got 3 breaths here. So a deep breath in and a long breath out. Steady. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in. On the exhale, bend your knees and look. Then jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Open your feet wide. Put your hands on your thigh. Make your sumo stance. We've been doing this for a few weeks now. So a round back. Take a deep breath in. Blow all of the air out until there's nothing left. Then like you were going to breathe in, but don't, suck your guts into your body and up under your ribs and hold that for 5. You need a round back. 4, round back, chin to your chest. 3, 2, 1. Suck the air in. Do it again. Exhale, blow all the air out. Stay round like you were going to breathe in. Suck your guts up. You might even feel space up under your ribs. Breathe here or stay here for 3 breaths or 3 beats, 2 beats. 1, inhale. We'll do it one more time. Exhale completely. Suck your guts up. Stay right here. Some of you that have been doing this for a while, a little more suck on the right side, a little more on the left side. Right side, left side, breathe, and exhale. Squat back, chair pose. Inhale, reach up, fold to the floor. Inhale, lift up halfway. Long, steady exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward and lunge. Inhale, lift the pit of your belly, reach up and stretch. Hands to the floor, chaturanga. Empty, empty, empty. Inhale up, exhale back, left side step. Inhale, arms go up, lift your belly, look. Hands down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, and breathe. Long exhales. 2 more. Long exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and jump. Halfway lift, forward fold, make your sumo stance, tuck your chin, make your body round. Inhale, suck the breath in. Exhale, blow it all out. Like you're gonna breathe in, suck your guts in and up under your ribs. Stay right here, round back, breathe in and exhale. 2 more times. Suck your guts up, body round, stay here, no breath. Maybe you're working right side, left side, left side, breathe in. Last time, blow all the air out. Suck your guts up, you're holding the exhale. Right side sucks more, left side more, right side, left side. Inhale, exhale. Chair pose, squat back, inhale, reach up, fold to the floor. Halfway lift, chaturanga, steady, steady. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward and lunge. Inhale, lift and reach up. Hands to the floor, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left side step. Inhale, lift up, look up, reach. Hands to the floor, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, lift high, downward facing dog. Now in your downward facing dog, raise your right leg into the air, bend your knee and bring your heel to your hip, twist open, flip over. Steady breath. Now stretch from your left kneecap across your body to your right shoulder to your right fingers. Then stretch from your right knee across your body to your left shoulder. 1 more breath. Side plank, put your right hand on the mat. Bring yourself down to your forearms and turn over to your right forearms. Bring your left knee on the mat. Put your legs in a diamond shaped position. So your right shin will be on the mat, your legs in a diamond shape. And then you have 2 choices. You can breathe in and cross and breathe out and open. Or you can put your palm on the inside of your upper leg's thigh for resistance. Inhale, exhale, close. A little bit of resistance. I think the resistance will be challenging. So reach through and open 5 times like that. Reach through and open. You got it. 3 more times and open. 2 more times and open. Last time, reach through and open. Forearms to the mat. Turn over to your forearm plank. Tuck your toes under so you're on the tips of your feet. And then while we're breathing here, we're going to inhale, exhale, press your forearms into the ground and round your upper back. Then inhale, sink your arm bones to the ceiling. Exhale, press and round. So you see the action in your upper back, just like this. On the exhale, you push. On the inhale, you come down. You can always put your knees on the ground, but mostly we're looking for this body. While your shoulders are shrugging, you're going to have to keep using the lift in the pit of your belly like you learned in those sumo breaths. 1 more time. Press up, then knees to the ground, turn your toes under, downward facing dog. In your downward dog, just take a breath in and out. Raise your left leg into the air, bend your knee and flip the pose over. 2 feet on the floor. Bring your steady breath right here. Once you've tapped into your steady breath, and then we're looking for the cross-body stretching. So it's right knee to left hand, all across your body you stretch. And then left knee to your right shoulder, stretch. 1 more breath, flip over, high plank. Put your left forearm on the ground, turn and face the right, make the diamond shape with your legs and reach up. Take a breath in and exhale, curl, knees together. In and open and exhale, curl. So those are our practice run. Now 5, reach up, reach under. You got it. Work with the rhythm of your breath. You have 4 more. So your knees, they're like flapping, like butterfly wings, open, closed. Your bottom shin can rest on the mat. Finish your last one, your 5th one. Come to your forearm plank after the 5th one. Tops of your feet on the mat rather than your turned under toes. I know we want the turned under toes, but do the pointed toes. Then while you're here, take a breath in, Blow all the air out and suck your pit of the belly in and up under your ribs as best you can. It's not the same thing, but you're getting the motion. Breathe in. Exhale, blow out. Pit of your belly in. You'll get lighter. 2 more. Breathe in. Blow out. Belly in. Whole body light. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, belly strong. Come forward. Take the upward facing dog. Stretch out your belly. Downward facing dog. In your downward dog, take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Raise your right leg into the air behind you. As you exhale, curl up and bring your knee to touch your nose. Then inhale, reach your leg up and back. Exhale, bring your knee to touch your right elbow. Inhale, take your leg up and back. Bring your knee to the opposite elbow under your body. 1 more time, reach up and back. Step forward to crescent lunge. When you come up to the crescent lunge, bring your hands to the lowest pit of your belly. Way down low, the front of your pelvis. So here are the 2 points to my pelvis. So under there. Inhale and begin your exhale right here. Breathe in. Right under your hands, that's where the exhale starts, and then it moves up your abdomen. Do 3 more like that. So the exhale starting down low. It comes in, it stays in, and the rest goes in. Finish your last couple. Learning to control all of the qualities of strength in your abdomen. And after the last one, you can start your exhale, lean forward, and then begin to twist. Even here, you can just keep your hands on the pit of your belly and take 3 breaths. All the exhales are right there in the pit of your belly. You have 2 more. Shoulders open if you can, kneel. On your back with your arm bones. Stay right here. 1 more. Feel your belly working. Next inhale, crescent lunge. Come right back up. Open your body to warrior 2. Keep a steady flow in your breath. Now warrior 2 almost gets to be a rest pose. Take a long stride and lunge your front knee a lot. Before we go anywhere, shrug your shoulders up to your ears and move them to the back of your body. Tilt for extended side angle. Reach for the floor and reach for the ceiling. You can take your top arm and bring your hand to the pit of your belly. Way down low where you've had your hand before. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Right from the pit of the belly, begin the exhale. Notice what happens in your body like that. You have 2 more. Does your spine get longer? You have 1 more. Start it right there under your hand. The exhale begins there. Hands to the floor, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. In this down dog, take a breath in, have a sigh. Raise your left leg into the air. As you exhale, bring your left knee in and touch it to your nose. Reach up and back with your leg, then bring your knee to your left elbow. Now reach up and back. Bring your knee across your body to the opposite elbow. Take your leg into the air. Step your foot forward for crescent lunge. Hands on your low belly. Come up into your crescent lunge and breathe 3 breaths here. Reestablish that this comes in first, and then the rest of the breaths make you longer. Finish your last one, and then tilt forward, hands on your belly. I notice what I do typically when I tilt is a little bit of butt out, belly sway. Now I'm finding that I have a little bit more belly in and it's hollow. Twist. All twisting starts at the bottom of your spine and moves up your spine, just like your breath. 2 more breaths. Every exhale, pit of your belly in. 2 more. Pit of your belly in. It'll make a long, hollow back. 1 more. Stay for the whole exhale. Crescent lunge, reach up. Warrior 2, open up. Take your shoulders up to your ears and move them to the back of your body. Tilt, extended side angle. Once you get the stretch, if you'd like, you can keep your top hand on your low belly. Breathe here. 3 breaths. If you're really diligent in noticing the pit of your belly coming in, can you make both sides of your body long? Let's do 1 more breath. Stay for the whole exhale. Hands to the floor, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take 1 breath in, 1 breath out, look forward and jump. Halfway lift, Forward fold. Toe heel your feet open wide. Take your sumo stance. Breathe in. Round body. Exhale, blow all the way out. No breath in, but like you're breathing in, suck your guts up under your ribs and hold it there. You'll need a round back. If your back is flat, you won't be able to do this. Stay here. Then suck the air in. You should be desperate for it. Exhale. We'll start a fresh one. Are you ready? Inhale. Blow all of the air out. Suck your guts up. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Suck your guts up. Round back. Hold it here. Hold it. Hold it. No breath. Inhale and exhale. Chair pose. Sit back from the pit of your belly. Reach and then hands to prayer and twist to the right. Left elbow to your right knee. You got 3 breaths. Sit deep. 2 more. One more time. Inhale, everyone. Long exhale. Reach up to the chair pose. Twist the other way. Got it. So you're learning a whole lot about the pit of your belly while you take your 3 breaths here on your exhales. Can you feel it lift? 2 more. You got 1 more. Take a deep breath in. Stay here for the deep breath out. Inhale, reach up, chair pose, and forward fold. Hook your big toes with your middle and index fingers, stretch long, and bring your chest to the floor. Breathe here. Release your left big toe, but not your right. Put your left fingertips on the floor in front of your left foot. Put the weight into your left foot and lift your right leg to the side. Breathe right here, eyes on one spot. Take 5 breaths. All that stabilizing strength on the outside of both hips are critical to when we're pressing into handstands someday. Stay right here. Take 2 more breaths. It's always a crowd favorite. Last one, lift it higher. Foot on the floor and just shake your hips out. Back and forth, back and forth. Then hook your left big toes with your left hand, right hand on the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, lift it up to the side. Hold it right there. Steady, fluid breath. While you're breathing, just make something a little bit easier in your body. 2 more. Last one, lift it higher. Foot on the floor. Shake your hips out. Shake your head out. Gorilla pose. You like that one, huh, Neil? Tuck your hands under your feet and stand on your hands. Put the attention in your hands, the weight on from your feet into your hand, meant to just massage, soften, and open up the palm of your hands. Breathe here. Shake your head out. With your hands underneath of your feet, take 3 steps backwards toward the back of your mat, hands under your feet, and then 3 steps forward to the front of your mat. Release your hands from beneath your feet, put your feet into the ground, come rolling up to standing. Sweep your arms overhead, right side eagle pose. Wrap your right arm, wrap your right leg. 3 breaths here. Each time you exhale, begin by drawing in your lowest belly. 2 more. You got 1 more breath. Keep your arms bound. Unwrap your right leg. Take it back to airplane legs. Keep your arms bound. Set your gaze and breathe. Even here, there's an opportunity by the lifting of the pit of your belly and then the drawing of your belly up under your ribs to steady the pose. Unwrap your arms, airplane arms, open up. Hands to prayer position. Half moon, left fingertips to the ground, right fingertips to the ceiling. You got it. Draw the pit of your belly in as you exhale. 3 breaths with 3 long exhales. 1, get 2 more. Long exhale. You have 1 more. Long exhale. 2 feet to the floor and hang. Toe heel your feet open wide for a goddess squat. Hips down, elbows to your inner knees, hands in prayer, and lift your chest. Breathe. Here it's really easy to find the lift of the pit of the belly up under your ribs. We know what crow pose is like, that it's round, and To get that, the pit of the belly has to pull in and the body comes up under the ribs. We also did the plank push-ups where we got round in the upper back and then we sunk through our arms. So while you're holding the goddess squat, breathe in. On the exhale, round. Pull your ribs in. You can relax on the inhale and get long. Exhale, pit of the belly up under the ribs, round. 2 more. Long and round, right from the pit of the belly. Last one, from the pit of the belly. Hands to the floor, forward fold, walk your feet together. Press into the mat, come rolling up to standing and sweep your arms overhead. Left side eagle pose. Wrap your left arm, squat, wrap your left leg. Steady breath. If you've lost your breath, reestablish it here. Start maybe with a sigh. And then the concentration we're applying is this in, and it runs up the body. Keep your arms, unwrap your left leg, airplane legs, still bound in your arms. Breathe here. Every time you exhale, press the floor with your foot and experience the pit of your belly lifting. Then open your arms to airplane arms, hands to prayer, half moon, left arm down, right arm up. When you exhale, press the floor, press the wall behind you, and lift your core. 3 breaths like that. Press away and lift your core. Make your body lean. Press away, lift your core, whole body lean. There you go, forward fold and hang. Open your body into goddess squat. Toe heel your feet open, elbows down, chest up. You already understand the rhythm of exhaling and making your body more round, your knees press to your elbows to your knees. We'll add a little bit of twist. Reach your right arm down and your left arm up. You could stay like this or wrap your left arm around behind your back and open your chest. You could stay like this, or the arm that's in front of the right knee stays in front, but it can reach around your knee and you can hold hands behind your right knee and you could stay here. Or you can balance on your left foot, keep holding this right one and lift up. There, you got a sense of it. You got it. 5 more breaths. Don't be afraid to try it. Wrap your arm behind your back. Lift your chest, Amy. You got it. Keep breathing. 3 more. Chest open, Kelly. See what we got going on at home here. Leo, try. Last one. Forward fold and hang. Shift from side to side. Let's do a goddess squat again. Come down in the middle. I didn't want it to start getting too easy, Neil. Okay, breathe in, blow out. Reach your left arm, right arm up. Oh, that's such a great twist. Top arm around behind your back, maybe. Maybe you're holding the hands. Maybe you're coming up to standing. Set your gaze. You got it. That's it, Missy. Breathe. Keep the breath flowing. You got it. That's it, Lena. Chest open. Look up to your upper shoulder. See how you're doing at home here. Leo, you're over that. 2 more breaths. That's it, Lindsay. Last breath. For everyone, forward fold and hang. Shift from side to side. Press your feet into the ground. Come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms overhead. Right arm behind you. Standing bow. Hold your ankle. Did a lot of ab work, and here's a chance to stretch them. So reach as much as you can forward and back. Get the most stretch you can forward and back. Then up and down between your feet. Look for still experiencing the initiation of the exhale at the lowest belly. Maybe you take your reaching hand and hold it in your lowest belly and just feel what you can feel. It's a little more subtle in this pose, being so stretched out, but it's still there. Take another breath. On the exhale, your biggest pose, going out. Guys, we're finished with that. Left hand behind you, catch your left ankle, right arm in the air. Stretch the up and down part of the stretch, and then reach the forward and back part. Steady breathing. Right there in the pit of your belly. So the first thing to go is usually the pit of the belly, and then we sink, and then the pose is heavy. It's difficult to balance, and we lose all the expression. Take yourself deeper. 5 more breaths. You've got 5 breaths to work with, whatever's showing up for you in your body right now in this pose. Finish your last few. Maybe a sigh on the last one. And then step out, feet on the floor. Left foot on the floor, right foot to your left inner thigh, hands just rest here at your lowest belly. Set your gaze and just breathe. Feel what you feel. Just observe what's happening in your breath right underneath of your hands. And then if it's not the way that you're learning it could be, create it. And then what happens when you have so much power and stability at the core? How's the rest of your body? Switch sides, right foot down, left foot up. You can keep your hands at the pit of your belly or just take your hands around behind your back, and then you can cross your palms at the bottom back of your ribs and breathe and experience the same quality that you experienced in the front, the lowest part of your body breathing. Sometimes for some bodies to just have the experience of breath in the lower back body is new. Couple more breaths. One more. That's it. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale and reach your arms overhead. Fold to the floor as you exhale. Lift up halfway. Drop to your low plank. Steady exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, triangle pose. Step and open and breathe. This pose is a funny one. This pose, one of the most common defaults is that there is no low belly, that the low belly is actually just sinking forward and there's big curve in the back body. Put your right hand on your lowest belly. Take a breath in, and as you blow out, hug the pit of your belly into your body and up to your chin. Keep doing that and see what you can change about your whole left lower back. So on the exhale, you're pressing in and drawing up. Into your body and up. Do you feel the change in your left lower back? One more breath. Come on up to standing. Face the long left side of your mat, hands to your hips. Lift up high and forward fold. Walk your hands in front of you, fingertips to the ground. Breath in, and as you exhale, sink the weight back to your heels. From your fingertips to your hip creases, we're looking for the most length that you can create in your body. Breathe here. Couple more breaths. Come on up to standing. Turn to face the front of your mat, splits, come down onto your back knee. Put your right foot off of your mat onto the floor or a towel. Hands could be on 2 blocks, and then slide, keep your hips square. Inhale, toes up to the ceiling, and exhale, roll through your foot and point your toes. Inhale, flex and pull your toes back to your face. Exhale, point your toes. See if you can make it like a rolling through your foot. Inhale and exhale. Do that 5 more times. Still use your breath in the pit of the belly like you know how to do. Complete all 5 of those articulations of your foot matched to your breath. And once you complete the last one, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, take a breath in and out. Left foot forward, triangle pose. Step your foot, open your arm. Take on the stretch, and then bring your right palm to your lowest belly. So it's not your belly button, it's below your belly button. When you inhale, firm your palm into your pelvis, and then as though it's going to slide up your belly to your chin. Exhale, press in and guide up. What you're doing when you're doing this is teaching your pelvis not to be in an anterior tilt, but to come back into its neutral or natural position. 2 more breaths here, just to feel what you can feel. Got 1 more breath. 1 more chance here. Come on up to standing and turn to face the long right side of your mat. Make sure your block is nearby and forward fold all the way down. Your block can be in front of you, in front of one side of your body. If you had two, you could do both, but let's do one at a time. Left palm on the block. As you exhale, hang back so you have maximum stretch from your left heel of your palm through your armpit into your ribs, up to the crease of your hip, and breathe. So you want to create such a maximal stretch from your palm on the block up to your hip that your armpit and all of your ribs are stretching. Can you feel that in your armpit? Breathe, let your shoulder open. Then flip your palm to face up. This will be a little awkward. So your arm is rolling out in its socket, and sit back again into your hips and breathe. So from your pinky finger all the way up through your shoulder to your hip crease, breathe. Who knew there could be so much to be curious about in this part of the body? Maybe while you're breathing, you can get a sense of how your arm is rooted in your back. And then come and ease your stretch, and then flip your palm the whole opposite way. Now your palm will be thumb facing out. It'll be interior rotation of your arm bone. This one I don't feel quite as much, but I still feel something. Okay, come on up, shake your arm out that you were using. I guess you were on your left, and switch the block to the other side. Palm down first. And then it shouldn't be light and easy. It should be stretched out enough that you're pulling from the palm through your whole arm to your hip crease. Stretch. Ruben, do you not have a block? I got you one and didn't give it to you. Breathe. So straight in front of your shoulder, rather than flaring out to the side. Yeah, you want to get a sense of how your arm bone is rooted into your back. Then you can do a flip, palm face up. Anchor your arm bone and sink back. Breathe. Hopefully you're discovering your arm bone in a whole new way. And I didn't notice you didn't have one. Flip your palm the opposite way. Now your thumb will go out. It'll be the inward rotation. And then it's straight in front of your shoulder and hip, and breathe. So different from being out to the side, straight in front. Breathe. Maybe take a sigh. Bring your block closer, bring your hand back, come up to standing, turn to face the front of your mat. Now we'll have the splits on the left side. Left leg forward onto your right knee, hands on the floor or two blocks. Slide into whatever the deepest pose is for you. We're going to be flexing and pointing. Flexing and pointing. You pick where the inhale and the exhale goes. Just notice when you exhale, I like pulling the foot back on the exhale so I can also pull in the pit of my belly. See if you can get that sense of foot comes back, low belly comes in, and somehow you're more supported. 5 more times. Flex your foot, pull your belly in. Yeah, you got it. Couple more. Being able to do this with your feet to press into handstands is kind of important, or to float forward. Finish up your 5, then take the downward facing dog. Once you get to your downward facing dog, just stretch back like you're a cat or a dog waking up from a nap, maybe bend and straighten your feet. Then come to a high plank and lower all the way down to your belly on the mat. Take your arms, let's start with your arms, fingertips behind your ears, make elephant wings, elephant ears. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale, open your elephant ears and lift. Inhale, come down. Exhale and lift. 2 more. Inhale, come down. Exhale and lift. On this last one, come down and lift and stay up. And then tilt. Bring your right elbow to the floor. Keep your left hip on the ground. Breathe 2 breaths. Every one of those 2 breaths, pull the pit of your belly in. Got 1 more. Pull the pit of your belly in. Come back to the center. Flap your elephant ears. Come back down. Another time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come on up, stay right here, and tilt. Left elbow to the ground, look to the right. So you're going to have to counterbalance the X across your torso from your left elbow to your right hip. Get a sense of that connection. Anchor those 2 points. And then from your left hip to your right shoulder and elbow, Those 2 points stretch apart. Can you feel that? When I started to feel that, I was no longer sinking my left belly into the ground. One more breath. Last exhale. Come back to the center. Relax back down. You can put your head to the side, shake your hips out, and then take your arms in front of you. We did those sumo wrestler breaths. We're going to use those right now. So arms in front of you, handstand, hands on the ground. That means all of your fingertips working, forehead on the ground. Take a breath in, blow all the air out, then suck your belly in and up under your ribs and hold it. Hold it. This is a handstand body. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale, blow all of your out. Suck your pit of the belly, your belly button, your guts up under your ribs. You'll feel all of your abdominal muscles come off of the ground. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Are you starting to feel that? One more time. Breathe in. Your head can be on the ground. Blow out. No more breath. Pit of the belly in, belly button in, guts up under your ribs. Hold it. 5, 4. This is your handstand body. You'll feel your tailbone reaching to your heels. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Put your palms on the ground beside your ribs. Come to upward facing dog. Move to downward facing dog. Kneel down for a camel pose. We'll take half camel. Put your right foot in front of you. Turn your back toes under. Right hand on your right thigh. You could have a block standing tall by your left calf. Square your body to the front. From your knee up through your pelvis, lift. From your pelvis up through your chin, lift. Left hand to your heel or the block. Stay here and breathe. Keep on lifting from your knee up through the pit of your belly. You could put your palm on the pit of the belly and keep lifting and encouraging it up. Once you get that established, drag your right thigh bone back. Then palm by your ear, palm to the ceiling, and look up. Like your palm is holding all of the gravity in the room. Breathe. That's it. Breathe from your knee up to your chin. 2 more breaths. You got 1 more. Palm to your knee. Bring your gaze forward. Hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Left side camel pose. Kneel down, step forward. Left hand to your left thigh. Back toes turned under. First, get the lift from the knee on the floor up. The pit of the belly in. So the default here is usually the pelvis is anterior tilted. On your exhales, get a neutral pelvis. Then lift up through your ribs. Then open up, palm by your cheek and reach back. You got it. The hand goes to the floor or the block. The other hand to the ceiling. You got this. Every exhale is the pit of the belly firming in. Holding up the pose. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Come up out of the pose, hand to the floor, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Breathe in. Stay right here. Breathe out. Walk your hands halfway up your mat. Make sure to set your hands. Maybe bring your knees down at first. Set your hands exactly shoulder width. So put your hands on the floor and just see if you can measure wrist right under shoulder. And you can have a fanning of your hands to the side, any degree you want, but pretty much your middle finger or your pointer finger should be able to point forward. And then look at the other hand right underneath of your shoulder. So sometimes we practice our handstands with our hands wider. Let's try them right at shoulder width today. Then come into your downward facing dog, your short downward facing dog. Then make your diamond shaped legs. Inhale, lean into your toes. Exhale, lean into your pointer finger. Inhale into your toes, into the meat of your thumb. Exhale, roll up to the knuckle of your pointer finger. Then some small leaps, but you're concentrating on your hands, rolling from your thumb to your pointer finger. When you exhale, the pit of your belly presses in and suck your guts up. Maybe you're jumping a little bit further now, bringing your heels into your hips as you jump. So jump off the floor, maybe just an inch, jump further, but everyone's feet stay together. 5 more times. That's it, Ruben. Charlie, give it a jump. I know you got it in you. Jump, heels to your butt, a little harder jump. You got more in you. Everyone take 5. Yes, Adam, now open your knees and make the diamond. You'll get further. Yep. Jump a little harder. 2 more. Jump a little harder. You got it. Diamond shape, last one. Good, forward fold and hang. Hang, just hang there and sway from side to side, side to side. Another breath. Walk your feet together. Well, not quite together. Take them shoulder width distance. Baby chair pose. So just a little chair pose. We're going to do our hip opener standing today. So you've just enough space. Bring your right ankle to your left knee. Make a number 4 shape with your body. And then a block underneath of your shoulders and bring your hands to the block. You could also bring your hands to the floor and breathe. You got it. Just right there. Breathe. If you're feeling kind of comfortable here and you want a little bit more, there are a lot of variations you could choose. One variation is a toe stand. You're going to need the pit of your belly in your body and lifting. You'll bring your hips down toward your heel. At first, you'll probably have to sit on it, but ultimately, you'd prefer not to sit on it. You could stay here or bring your hands into prayer position. You'll want to be looking at one point to hold your balance and keep your flexed feet active. You got it. 5 more breaths. Wherever you are. Hold your 5 breaths. Use the pit of your belly. Relax your upper back, down between your arms. 2 more. Is that where we are? Hips way back. Last one. Bring yourself out of it, however you have to do that. Come back up, 2 feet on the floor, hands on your hips, ready for the other side. Feet hip width distance, a little chair pose. Left ankle on your right knee. A 4. You see the number 4. Hands to prayer. You could stay here or fold, hands on a block or hands on the floor. Breathe. Check out your belly. You'll probably notice it's just completely relaxed. Now use it as a tool. Expands on the inhale like you felt in the very first pose of the practice. Draws in on the exhale and supports. If you really got the action, you'll be able to draw into your body, but also up under your ribs, and then take the pose to the next level, whatever that'll be for you. Use the next few breaths to get into whatever pose it'll be. Work with your pose, get into your pose, and then it's 5 more breaths. Feel what you feel here. 4 more. Good work at home. Alice, you might want your foot a little higher on your thigh so it doesn't slip away. Yeah, once it slips, then you really lose it. That's it, Leo and Erica. Last breath. Work your way out of your pose. So you're standing, hands on your hips, eyes on one spot. Take a breath. Then inhale and sweep your arms overhead. Fold to the floor as you exhale. Lift up halfway. Chaturanga on the exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees, swing your feet around and sit down. Stretch your left leg out long. Bend your right leg and just hug it in tight to your chest. Hug it as much as you can. So it's kind of like out to the corner a little bit, not like straight in front of me. Out to the corner and sit up tall. And then this foot, you practice this on your split, toes straight up in the air. That's it. So hug in and maybe turn a little bit and get a sense of that in your body. If you feel like you're kind of sitting back, you could fold your mat up and sit on your mat so that you were elevated just a little bit, or fold your towel up, and that would give you a little more space. Now put your left hand on the floor outside of your left knee, and with your right arm, reach as far away from you to the corner as you can. Then once you've got that reach all the way around and wrap that arm all the way around. You might be working with this, like it could just be that you'll be here, and this works pretty well. Some of you are like, okay, and I'm pretty comfortable. You'll keep the hand behind you, and with the other hand, reach around and hold hands. That might take a little something. You could use a strap. Then reestablish that your right foot is anchored to the floor. Sit your right heel down and lift your chest up. You got it. So both butt cheeks on the floor as best you can. That's it. A lot of great variations here. While you breathe your last few breaths on the exhale, the lowest belly in and then up like you're creating a cave. Couple breaths. You guys are doing a lot of good work. could take it one step further and bow down and bring your forehead to your knee. A couple of you are ready for that. Megan's like, stop it already. Neil was there a while ago. Adam's just game. He'll go ahead and try anything. He's like, I'll do it. If you're going to ask me, I'll do it. He's always working hard. Wherever you are, take one more breath and have an exhale. Then bring yourself back up. Put your two legs in front of you and just shake them out. Feel how they feel. One feels one way, one feels another way. Just check them out. Then your right leg is in the air. Hug your left leg. It's a little bit out to the corner. Give it a hug. This is one of those moments where I like to consider my sitting bones. I'm like, as wide as possible. You know, a lot of times in life, you're like, small butt, go for big. And then sit up high. You might want to soften this knee. If you're feeling already like crowded, try softening the knee, maybe a block under it. Then once you have this, your right hand's going to the ground and you're reaching as far away as you can. Reaching and then wrapping. We need a lot of reach. You might want to just get acclimated to that. Reach around now. That's it, Ruben and Kelly, yes. Wrap your top arm around maybe and hold hands. One side, that's it, Lena. Now reach around your bent, reach around. Yes, and hold hands. You got it. Once you have the grip, start sitting up. Both sitting bones on the ground at first. Active foot. Yeah. You might be able to just settle in here and really concentrate on your lower left back opening. Maybe you notice some of you took a variation where you were like this a little while ago, standing up, right? Does that feel familiar? If you're ready, take a breath in, and on the exhale, pull your belly in and up under your ribs and curl down. Breathe here. So much opening in your back, in your shoulders. Are you stuck, Ruby? Couple more breaths. Ruby's like, I cannot get out of this. I'll be here forever. Couple more breaths. Maybe drop your head. Okay, take it easy. I always use a breath to move my body in these situations. I breathe in and then blow out, like the blowing is going to just lift me out of the pose. Two legs in front of you, shake them out. Take your shoulders behind you and put your hands behind you with your fingers facing toward your heels and point your toes. If you want to, you can hug your block between your ankles. Shoulders back, breathe in. Exhale, press down, lift your hips up and put your feet on the floor. You can look back if you want to and breathe right here. Let your chest in the corners open, let your shoulders open. Kelly's been teaching you a lot about that in your classes lately. Shoulders back, breathe. 2 more breaths. Even here, you can use your belly. Last breath, sit your butt down, roll onto your forearms, fingertips under your butt, anchor your butt. Then stretch your body as long as it'll stretch. So you just kind of hold your C-shaped fingers around your butt, press it away, and press your chest away. So from your pubic bone to your chest and to your chin, you're as long as you can be. Then open your chest to the ceiling and drop your head back. It doesn't always go like that. This looks really good, actually. Long side body and chest opening. Really nice. Couple breaths. Let your whole body ease up in the front. Really excellent alignment for all these poses. I'm looking at home. It looks great. Looking here in the room. Tuck your chin and come on down. All the way around. Hug your knees into your chest. Knees into your chest. Then legs straight up in the air. Flex your feet. You can take your arms out beside you like a W. Eyes on one point on the ceiling and breathe. Oh, to have 1 more hour to practice. Just getting started. Let your feet just sink deep down into your shins, into your knees, into your thigh bones, into your pelvis. And then let the quality of the pressure of your thigh bones sinking into the back of your pelvis. Settle it broad and wide and at ease, and your lower back at ease. very wet. Hug your knees into your chest. Drop your knees to the left and look to the right. Deep breath in, full breath out. So you can practice the breathing that we've done today. We've done a lot, but in particular, that one we did from the sumo wrestler stance. It's a particular kind of breathing in yoga. And what it does is it makes you so strong in your deepest abdominal muscles. And then when you learn to contract the right side and then the left side in time in a rolling fashion, you'll actually see your abdominal muscles rolling. You get such an articulate power in your core. Do we switch sides yet? Switch sides. So keep giving that a try. Just to reiterate, what the exercise is that your body's round, your chin is tucked. So the whole of your back is like a giant letter C. And then you fill your lungs up and empty them and keep them empty, but make the action in your abdomen of breathing in. It pulls your organs in and up under your ribs to some degree. You'll even be able to feel up under the back of your ribs once you do that. And then you hold it until you have to suck air back in. Come back to the center, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees open wide. Make your body comfortable here. In the studio, to your upper right or left, there's a cold eye towel. At home, if you have any goodies for Shavasana, get those ready. And then Shavasana, stretch your legs out long and wide, arms wide, palms facing the ceiling. That's it. Once you get your bones aligned, take a deep breath in, exhale through your mouth, and let your bones just settle. You did so much work in so many ways on your breathing. Now let your body be soft. Let your breathing shift from chosen to just the natural breath. And watch your breath. Watch how your exhales relate to your inhales. Watch how your body moves as you breathe. Feel what you feel. Notice how your body just is right now. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, squeeze your fingers and your toes. Roll your head from side to side or reach your arms overhead and just give your body a wake up move. Hug your knees into your chest. So though we made your body still, we were still able to have a quality of being awake, aware, and present. And we'll just add more movement. and keep the quality of awake, aware, and present. Roll to your side and bring yourself up into a sitting position. Make yourself comfortable. When you inhale, reach your arms overhead. When you exhale, bring your hands into prayer position. One more time, we're going to do our chanting, and we'll do it 3 times. And just be aware of how the chanting of Om starts to stretch out the quality of an exhale, how much you have space for the exhales. Take a deep breath in. Number 2, keep going. Don't worry about how it sounds. Just open up your mouth. Let it be really deep in the bottom of your body. Maybe it comes up into your chest. Maybe it finishes in the crown of your head. You've got one more. Take a deep breath in once you finish this. It's all just a breathing exercise. Bring your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead and inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Namaste. Thanks for playing. Thank you for coming on Wednesdays and being willing to just play and do new things and just try it and see what you see. We're working on our breath to be stronger in our core, to be stronger in our handstands, so you never have to do any ab exercises anymore and you never have to do more cardio. It's a perfect condition. All right, thank you. I'll see you next time. Thank you for coming at home.